Hello and welcome back to iGageit. Today we are going to be talking about smart plugs and where I put them around my house. Maybe it'll give you some ideas of what to use with these, maybe some automations. So let's get right into it. I use the Miros smart plugs. Because they are cheap. I got a 4-pack for 40 bucks, so that's $10 a switch. These are Wi-Fi switches. They work with HomeKit. I get them into Home Assistant also. I believe they work with the Alexa and Google also, but they definitely work with HomeKit, which I love. And you can also get them into Home Assistant, which is a huge plus. And they're cheap and super reliable. Haven't had any trouble with them at all. I actually started off my smart home journey with the iHome smart plug, and this thing was like $40, $50 when it first came out, and it now does not work very well. iHome went out of business or stopped their smart home division. This thing can connect, but it doesn't work anymore. Like, it will be online for a day and then it drops offline. I even put it in Home Assistant, same thing. So don't get iHome anymore. They're kind of broken, but definitely the Miros ones I really like. Eve has some really good ones that have energy sensing also. I don't have any of those, but those are good for automations like connected to your TV. You can run automations based on if your TV is actually on, because it's pulling more current, and you can have it set the mood and everything with your lights. So that's really cool. Before I show you around, since it's not Christmas time right now, I don't have my Christmas trees up. These are really good for Christmas trees. You know, people used to have like a little clicker that they could turn on and off their lights with like their foot or something, or they have a remote control or whatever. These things, like 10 bucks, connect your Christmas tree to it, set up an automation to turn on your tree at sunset and turn off the tree at midnight or whatever. And I had these, I had lights in all my windows, and each of them had a smart plug, and they would just all turn on. I had my Christmas tree on these, so these are super helpful. And while talking about Christmas trees, this is an outdoor Miros light switch. So if you have Christmas lights outside, I recommend getting one that's rated for outside, just in case if it rains, it snows. I really love this Miros one. It can be individually controlled in the HomeKit app. So I really love it, and I use that also in Christmas time. So in my office, I keep it pretty simple. I've just got a little fan that sits under my desk, and surprise, surprise, there's a Miros smart switch connected to it. And if I ever need to cool down, you can just turn on that smart switch. So I really like connecting fans, and you'll see I have other fans around the house, but I do like having fans connected because automating, just turn that on, so worth it. And no surprise, in the bedroom, we have a fan connected to a smart outlet. So this is very helpful because I love sleeping with fans on, and I have an automation that when I tell Siri night night, it will turn on this fan, turn off my lights, and I don't have to even get out of bed. And in the morning, I have this fan auto turn off, so it's super helpful. So that's one way for the bedroom. Another smart plug for the bedroom is, let's say, a humidifier. So anytime you want the humidifier on, it's just connected to a smart outlet. You can humidify, or then if you know it's gonna run out of water soon, you can have it auto turn off or auto turn on, whatever you want. So humidifiers and fans in the bedroom, extremely helpful. All right, so now in the bathroom, you can use smart outlets for things like curling irons. Not necessarily to turn it on automatically, because you don't want to burn your house down, but when you or your spouse uses a curling iron, you just click the button, turns on the curling iron, and then you have an automation that says, when the curling iron turns on, wait, I don't know, 5-10 minutes and auto turn it off. So therefore, you never have to worry. It depends how long it takes you to curl your hair, or even a hairdryer, or anything that you want plugged in here that you don't want to leave on. Just put a smart outlet in there, set and have it automatically set an automation to turn off, and then it will turn off without burning your house down. And then if you happen to leave the house and you just have that sick feeling in your stomach that you left the curling iron on, you could check in HomeKit, Home Assistant, wherever this is connected to, and you can see if it is on or off, and you can turn it off straight from your app. So very convenient and very well worth it. So the next place I put smart plugs is a coffee machine. So this is really helpful. This is just a dumb little $10 coffee machine that is not smart whatsoever. And you just connect it to a Miros smart plug. I love these Miros ones. And you can just have it turn on. And if you need to turn on manually, you can just click this little button, it turns it on, click it again, it turns off. I love that. And the best thing I love about it is if I happen to be in bed and I already have the coffee machine prepped, I could just talk to Siri and say, turn on the coffee maker. And I put this Miros switch is named coffee maker, and it's in a room in HomeKit called like coffee maker or coffee machine, whatever other name I want to call it. So if you say turn on the coffee maker, it's the only device in the coffee maker room and it will turn it on. But there's another way how I even like better. Hey Siri, turn on the coffee maker at 5 a.m.
I've set the coffee maker to turn on at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
So I love this feature because you can preset. If you know that you've already set up this coffee maker, you already put the water in, put the grounds and everything, you can wake up to whatever time you wake up and your coffee can already be ready due to the Siri. So what it does is it actually creates a one-time HomeKit automation set for that specific time. So again, that's why I really like having a smart device on your coffee machine. And if you happen to, you start your work day and you have just a little bit of coffee left and you're just done with it, or if you accidentally leave it on, you can check to see if the coffee maker is on or off, and you can turn it off remotely. So that's another reason why I love smart outlets. So the next place that I put a smart plug is actually in my garage. So these are some lights that I installed myself. These are dumb lights. I could make them smart lights, but I found it a lot better that I put a smart plug right up here. And I have a door sensor on the inside of this garage door that when the door opens, these lights turn on automatically. So that is part of it. That's kind of cool that this little switch just turns on my lights, turns them off. The biggest thing is keeping the lights on. So I also have a timer that is set to when the door opens, it will turn on the lights and set a timer. So this is a little bit more advanced because this is not in HomeKit. I did this in Home Assistant because I also have a camera right here with motion sensor. And anytime I'd have the lights turn off, the motion sensor would see the motion and turn the lights back on because of motion. So the way I fix that is I have a timer in Home Assistant that when this light turns on, it turns on a timer. When the timer reaches 0, it turns off the garage lights. But if the camera sees motion, all it does is reset the timer. So if the lights happen to be off already and the camera sees motion and resets the timer, it's just resetting a timer that is already 0. Like the lights aren't going to turn on. So again, smart outlet for your lights in your garage is super helpful. I also have it when my garage door opens, the light switch turns on. So you don't even need a smart bulbs. These are just dumb bulbs connected to a smart outlet. Really nice. Eventually I might actually put smart bulbs in here, but seeing that each bulb is about $10, $20 each depending on what brand you get, and these smart outlets are just $10, $20 for one, and you can control multiple lights. That is another reason why using smart outlets, as long as you don't need dimming or colors or anything. But anyway, hopefully this helps you out. I really like this. It's been rock solid. And this one is also a Miros. I have a lot of these Miros ones. Okay, well, we just went through my whole house and saw all the smart switches I use. I hope that somewhere this gave you an idea of maybe somewhere you can put a smart switch. My favorite is the coffee maker and my garage because the coffee maker can auto set times. You can have it just turn on and off with your voice and it just works so well. Saves me a ton of time. Yes, I do have to prep the coffee maker before, but once I do, I wake up to a fresh cup of coffee every morning. So smart plugs, definitely worth it. Hopefully gave you ideas, and thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe down below because I'm going to be making more HomeKit and smart home videos. You'll definitely see a lot more videos in shorts, But just make sure to follow me, and if you're already following me, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.